What's up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here, another episode of Elevated Minds. Today's episode is going to be called Breaking the Cycle. Alright, if this is your first time on the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on all my socials. All that's going to be down below. If you're returning, let's do the same thing and let's hop into this video topic. So, breaking the cycle. Now, this one's going to be a very profound episode because when it comes to breaking the cycle, this can be breaking the cycle when it comes to family and generational curses. It can be breaking the cycle when it comes to yourself, with different patterns that you have. It can be breaking the cycle with friendships. Breaking the cycle is you're stopping the toxicity that's going on in your life. It stops with you, and it's not going to spread any further. So if this is something that intrigues you, definitely sit down and watch the rest of this video, because it's going to really help a lot of people when it comes to toxicity and dealing with things that you've dealt with for a long time. So first thing I want to talk about is family. Everybody's got different things that they've dealt with in their family. Every family has some type of trauma or what we call generational curses. These are things that you might have certain negative traits about yourself. You can have positive or negative, but in this case, we're talking about the negative traits. Being stubborn, for example. A lot of times people say things like, "Oh, my grandmother was so stubborn, and I get that directly from her, and that's why I am the way I am." But that's not a way to live life. You understand? It's not a very positive trait, and those things can be dealt with, and that's something that can be changed. So that's just one instance, but we also have other instances. Some people, have family members that lie and cheat and steal. Oh, we come through a whole family of scammers. Oh, we come through a whole family of, we're fighters, and we love to fight and start things and, rile everybody up. And, this is what we do. This is what we do. This is the story that you've been told and that you keep telling yourself. And that's the thing when it comes to reinventing yourself, or when you're trying to become your best self, which I hope you all are trying to do. When you're trying to become your best self, you have to leave some of your old ways behind, and that's where the breaking of the cycle comes in. You can't hold on to these old patterns. If you have family that steals and fights people all the time and always trying to cause ruckus, and this family just got all types of bad karma coming to it. That's not what you want. And it takes that one person to say, all right, you know what? That's not going to be me. I'm not going to raise my kids like that. I'm not about to continue my life this way and have this, negative, bad karma following me forever, having these generational curses, and we just continuously, bringing this in down the line. The genealogies are all screwed up because something that happened to a great grandparent and passed that trauma and hurt and pain all the way down. And so what we have to realize is when we come to break the cycle, breaking generational curses, it's not easy. You're the one that has to be the one to say, hey, we're not going to do this. I'm going to be better. I'm going to stop this right here. The toxicity stops right now. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have family that's going to look at you crazy. I'm talking about my family in particular. I'm just saying in generalization. People are going to come against you if it's something that you got, the family's always been on. When you're the one that's going to be like, oh no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not like that. No, I'm not doing this. That's going to cause a lot of people to turn against you. You're like, whoa, do you think you're better than everybody? Just be ready for that. When you're trying to become your best self, you got to break generational curses. You got the cycle stops with you. Break the cycle. All right. It's not going to be easy. This doesn't just pertain to family. I'm also going to go and talk with talk about other things as well. This could be friendships. A lot of times we pick friends that, go with our old lifestyle, our old self, our old habits. And so when you're trying to become your best self, you might realize that some of the people that you used to hang around don't align with those values that you have now. Sometimes you're trying to get here and these other people are still thinking down here, and they're gonna, misery loves company. This is a proven fact. Misery loves company. So if you're trying to rise up here, and the other people that you're hanging around, or might be childhood friends or whatever, they're down here, they're gonna try and bring you right back down here. It's like the crabs in the bucket. One person's trying to get out, and instead of trying to lift each other up, they're trying to pull that person down, the one that's trying to get out. And it's a really messed up mentality, but this is why I want to raise awareness through this video. This doesn't have to be you. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of this. Pay attention when you've got friends that are just not doing anything, or not trying to go somewhere, or just they're just negative, and why would you want to be around that if you're trying to become your best self? And I'm not saying that this goes for everybody. I'm just saying there are people that want to be their best selves, and they can't get there because they're being hindered by the people that are in their circle. They say if you got 3 liars, you hanging around 3 liars, you're gonna be the 4th liar. You know what I'm saying? You are who you hang around. And so that's something you got to break the cycle of. If you always pick the same type of friends, you've always attracted the same type of people, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to end up doing the same thing you've always done. You're trying to be here, but you're going to come right back down to this level with those people, because you're not able to break the cycle. Breaking the cycle means you got to cut things off. Sometimes you got to leave certain people behind. It sucks. It's hard, especially when you're really close with people. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be worth it in the long run, because you're gonna look back and be like, yo, if I would have never cut them off, I would be doing the same thing that I was doing back then with them. Same thing. Some people don't make it out. Some people, when it comes to breaking the cycle, you got people that are in strings of violence, like cycles of violence and anger and just hatred. You don't want to be in that. You don't want to be in that vibration. You really do not. Anger isn't a terrible thing. We're human, so we're gonna feel all these emotions. It's okay to feel your emotions, but when you're just lingering in that, that's the vibration you're in. You're just always angry, just waiting for somebody to set you off, waiting to fight. Like, this is why some people that are in the gang violence and gang bangers and stuff like that, they don't always make it out of that lifestyle. Sometimes they pass. At age 20, 18, some people are dying young because they couldn't break the cycle. Their dad was a gangbanger, their dad's dad was a drug dealer that was a gangbanger, and now this is all he knows, this is all he's seen. You know what I'm saying? And so this goes for a lot of different things. It's not just one particular thing. You break the cycle. When you're breaking the cycle, this can go for a wider range of things. I'm just giving you guys some examples. Family, with friends, lifestyles. It's not gonna be easy. I'm telling you this right now. It's not gonna be easy, but it's possible if you figure out, like, right now, okay, this is the decision I'm gonna make. I'm gonna break this. I'm not gonna keep going down this path. I want to get here, and the only way I'm gonna get there is if I let go of these people, these habits, and this lifestyle. You got to make that decision. Is this really what you want? Because it's not for the faint of heart. Breaking the cycle is not for the faint of heart. You're going to have a lot of temptations. You're going to have a lot of hands grabbing at you to come back. And it's like, what is it that you really want? Do you really want to get better? Do you really want to get to this destination with your goals and everything? Or do you want to just stay? If you want to hang out here, you want to be content, by all means do that. No one is putting a gun to your head. I'm just saying, if this is what you want, if you are the person that wants to break the cycle, and change your life for the better, and not keep doing the same things and falling into the same patterns, you know what I'm saying? This is what has to be done. And another thing we do are, when it comes to breaking the cycle, it could be patterns that are negative for your health, your well-being, and your physical. It could even be relationships. You know what I mean? Sometimes people always fall into the same habits. They pick the same type of people, and a lot of times, I'm gonna give this example. Sometimes people have been abused. They've been, they might have been abused as a child, or might have been, their parents weren't really there. They're just kind of that unemotional. They didn't have that emotional connection with their parent. Their parent was kind of unavailable. And because of that relationship, that's very crucial when it comes to, having healthy relationships. Most of your other relationships start from the one that you have with your parents. And if you have a terrible relationship with your parents, then that's going to stem into all other parts of your life. So imagine that you had a very unavailable parent and you're just used to not getting that attention, that they're kind of shut off. They're there, but they're not there. You're going to look for those types of partners subconsciously. You're not thinking about it. Oh, I like this person. I don't know what it is about them. They're not giving you the time of day. They give you just this much, but they're not really there. They're there, but they're not there. And you know, that unavailability is what people go for a lot of times when they've had unavailable, unemotional parents. And so that's a cycle you have to break. You have to really think about it. Why do I keep looking for these types of people? I always attract, does that sound familiar? I always attract the same type of people. I always attract the same type of girl. I always attract the same type of guy. I always attract the same type of friends. I always attract the same type of bosses. Think about it. When it keeps happening and it's a pattern, it's something to do with you. You got to break the cycle. You got to break it. If you don't, you're going to continue down this road. You're going to continue down this path. The same thing's going to happen over and over and over and over and over again. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. It's not going to happen. So what you got to do is learn how to break the cycle. You got to be aware, and you have to learn how to let go of these old habits, let go of these old people, let go of these old ways that don't serve you anymore, and break the cycle. That's the only way that you're going to become your best self. That's the only way you're going to have a prosperous life. That's the only way you're going to have the things that you want in life. So I hope that this video has provided you guys with some value. I'm not going to make this a very long one, but it ends with you guys. Everything else is up to you. Like, you know, I'm just giving you guys the tools. I'm giving you the tools that you need, and then the rest is up to you. It doesn't have to continue to be any type of negative way. It doesn't have to be that way. It all is up to you. All right? Love you guys. Be good. Stay elevated.